All right, so we're recording. All right, so what's good, people? Noah got to here, Mr. Laptop Lifestyle, and I just wanted to jump on here tonight and show you guys a special opportunity, okay, to help you earn an automated passive income, right? This is just a very special opportunity right now, a very special time to get into an opportunity like this. Um, yeah, so with that being said, first off, I got to start off by saying thank you, God. I thank God. God is the only reason I am here right now. If it wasn't for God, I don't know where I'd be. Okay, so I urge you, anybody that's watching this, anybody that's going to watch the replay, get a relationship with God. Whatever, right? If you don't believe in God, you can believe in Allah, Buddha, whatever you want to believe in. Get you something, a higher source, a higher power for you to believe in and start a relationship with, right? That's truly, truly, truly the way that I got to this point here. All right. I know we have a lot of keys, we have a lot of steps that we have to success, but honestly, that's probably the main one, right? Getting close with God. I'm telling you, He will order your steps. He will renew your mind, give you a new perspective. All right. He'll turn you around, put your feet on solid ground. Let's go. All right. Don't get me preaching in here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, y'all. So I'm very, very excited, very grateful. Shout out to my millionaire mentor, Miss Tavy D. Shout out to Coach Tavy. All right, y'all. This is just a young lady that I've been following for a while, and she inspires me. She's very ambitious, just a genius marketer, and I'm very grateful to be a part of her journey and just the system that she's created for us. All right, y'all. So with that being said, that's my millionaire mentor. Go add her. All right. Amazing. She's amazing. And you'll get a lot of keys, a lot of gems from her as well. Right. So let's get into it. All right. So my people on Zoom. All right. Let me get a fire emoji in the comments if you're ready to get this value. All right. Fire emoji in the comments if you're ready to get this value. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What's good? What's good, Zelica? What's good, Maya? Coach Tavy's in the building. Yes. All right, y'all. So I need that energy. I need that energy from y'all. Okay. I'm telling you, I'm big on energy. It's the energy that dictates everything for you. All right. Even when you're watching this live right now, right? Don't just watch with a stale face and a grimace look, right? And just that bad energy. Get a smile on your face. Start thinking that you're already a winner right now. All right. Get your energy up. This will change everything. Right. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. So first, I want to start off with just giving you guys a little bit of backstory about myself. Okay. So first off, about 5, 6 years ago, okay, 5, 6 years ago, I found myself. All right, y'all, we got people coming in here on Zoom. So 1 second, right? 1 second. This is why I tell people come 5 minutes early. All right, y'all got to show up to my meetings 5 minutes early because when you do that, right, I got to interrupt the meeting to let you guys in. All right, so nothing against everybody that just joined in. What's good, Danny? Hope you're feeling blessed. All right, so we're just now getting started. All right, so y'all, 5, 6 years ago, found myself getting evicted. Right, made some bad decisions with my money. Just poor at managing money, poor with just decision making. All right. So I found myself getting evicted, right? Getting evicted, lost my job, was trying to finish school, ran out of money for to finish school, right? So I was just on campus living out of my car. This was not a good look. This was not a good look at all. And very dark time, very depressing time for me. And when I look back on it, it's funny now. But when I was going through this, it was not funny. All right. And it was very dark time. And this was actually the second time in my life where I was having suicidal thoughts. Right. Um, Now, some of y'all may not think it's that serious, right? Flunking out of school and being homeless and all that. But it was just the mindset I was in. Right. I felt like I was a failure. I felt I let my family down. I let the people that were around me, my friends. All right. I felt like a failure. I felt like there was no hope, no way that I could bounce back. Right. But little did I know that everything would be okay. Right. If I just kept pushing. But At the time, I was just depressed. I was in a very low mindset, low energy, right? And honestly, I didn't want to go on. Just being real, right? So let me get 7 in the comments if you have ever felt like this. 7 in the comments if you've ever felt like all hope was lost. Um, nobody's there for you, right? You feel like nobody cares. You feel like you're all alone, and there's nowhere to turn, and you just feel like you're a failure. You feel like a failure. 7 in the comments, right? Maybe I'm dealing with all successful people in here. Y'all just was always successful, so I'm not sure. But for me, I come from a struggle, right? I had to get it out the mud, and that's where I'm coming from. Okay, so actually, this wasn't the first time I felt like this. Okay, this wasn't the first time I felt like this. So yeah, we got some 7s in the comments. All right, so yeah, y'all can relate, right? You can relate to being down and just struggling and not knowing where your next dollar is going to come from. All right, so I was in a very dark place. I didn't know where to go. I didn't want to tell my people about my situation. I didn't want to tell my friends. I just had a lot of pride, right? So anybody that's going through a situation like this, right? Or maybe you find yourself about to get evicted, you got to talk to people. You got to let somebody know that you need help. Don't let that pride and ego take you down, right? It will be the destruction of you if you just try to figure out everything on your own. Amen. All right, so y'all, you got to talk to people. You have to let people know what you're going through. If you don't, nobody can know, and you won't get any help, right? And that's how this world was just designed. We need each other. We have to come together, okay? You're not going to be able to do everything on your own. If you try to do everything on your own, you're going to self-destruct. You're going to drive yourself crazy. So get rid of that pride and ego and admit to yourself that I'm not doing something right. I don't know it all. I need help, right? I need help. So that's where I was, right? So I was in a very dark place. I felt like giving up. I was having suicidal thoughts, and I had nowhere to turn, no direction, no purpose. And so I found myself sitting in my car, right, one night, and I was just looking at myself in the rearview mirror, trying to figure out my next move. And I had to come to a realization, right? I came to a realization, and any of you that may be going through a struggle right now, this is a message to you too, all right? So the realization that I came to was, it's all your fault. It's all your fault. Okay, so I know that we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that as people. We want to be patted on the back. We want people to tell us like it's going to be okay, everything's going to be all right. But honestly, this is what I needed to hear, and that's the realization I came to, was that it's all my fault. I had to look at myself in the mirror and say, bruh, this is all your fault. The actions and the thoughts that you had led you to this point. It's nobody else's fault but yours. Okay. And another realization I came to was that nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to come save you. Not your mom, your dad, your brother, your sisters. Okay. They have their own things to worry about. Nobody's going to come save you from your situation. You have to do something different. You got to take control and take action. Get off your butt. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Understand and take full accountability of where you're at, and let's go. All right. So that's the point I was at. I came to realizations, looking at myself like, bro, this is your fault. This is your fault. You got to do something different. You got to do something different. Right. So this is where it starts. Right. So you got to get to that point where you understand, all right, I got to do something different. This is all my fault. And the only way this is going to change is if I change. Right. So I began on the search. That's where the search started. Okay, so I started scrolling through my timeline, scrolling through YouTube. I came across a very special individual by the name of Napoleon Hill. Okay, so if you haven't, let me get a 7 in the comments if you know about Napoleon Hill. Okay, 7 in the comments, 7 in the comments if you know about Napoleon Hill, if you've heard of this man. Okay, he wrote a book called Think and Grow Rich, a couple other books. All right, so 7 in the comments, 7 in the comments if you know this dude, Napoleon Hill. All right, good, good, good. 7, 7, 7. All right, So you guys understand, right? So I came across this video, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And he started talking about these success tips, right? On how to become successful, how to change your life. So this intrigued me. I was like, okay, this is somebody that seems like they know what they're talking about, something that I don't know, I've never heard of. So I may need to pay attention, right? So I started taking notes. I started to study these chapters. I started to try to implement these in my life, right? Which is another message to anybody that find themselves going through a struggling moment and you're trying to change, right? You have to understand that there are mentors out here, right? People that already have the steps, already have the keys. All you need to do is find these people and do exactly what they're doing. Lower your pride and ego. Stop trying to think you know it all and you're going to figure it out. And find these people, right? There are people out here, especially nowadays. It's the easiest thing. Social media, everybody puts their every thought, their every result, what they're doing in their business, how they're doing their business on social media. All you have to do is observe and use and follow, right? Implement it in your life. Do what the successful people are doing, all right? So that was where I was coming from. So I started taking notes and I started to implement, all right? So you have to apply the knowledge. It's just not enough for you to look up these videos, look up the personal development, and think that's going to be enough. You have to implement, you have to apply, okay? Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power, all right? I know a lot of people that know a lot and they're still struggling. I know people with degrees, masters, PhDs, right? People, they don't even have a job right now. So it's not just about what you know. It's not just about knowing a bunch of information. It's about what you do with that information. How are you using it? How are you staying consistent with that information and growing with it? All right. So Bernie Golden says facts. All right. Shout out to Bernie Golden. Shout out to Unique Moments. Shout out to everybody that's on the team right now on the 10X team. All right. Love, 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 love to everybody that's on the team getting that money. All right, y'all. So that's where I was at. Okay. So I found that video, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, and I started to implement, right? So I started to look for jobs, odd jobs. I started to get jobs at I remember one time I was working at Jiffy Lube, changing oil. I remember a time where I was working at Marco's Pizza, making pizzas. I remember I was at Ralph Lauren selling clothes. I was at Dick's Sporting Goods. All right, I had all these different jobs. And while I was at these jobs, I was still studying Napoleon Hill, and I was still in the back of my mind, like, this can't be it. Working a 9 to 5, 8 hours, right, at a warehouse or a 9 to 5, wherever, at a restaurant or fast food. This cannot be it, right? This is not the way. There's no way. Trading time for money is not where it's at. And I knew that, okay? And I always had a problem with people telling me what to do, telling me where to go, when to come, when I can use the restroom, how much I'm worth, how much I can make an hour. That just never, ever sat right with me. It never did. So I kept working these odd jobs, right? Just stacking my money. And eventually I got back into a place, right? Got back stable, met my girlfriend, but this was still a struggle, right? I was still working from check to check. I just knew that wasn't the life that I wanted. I knew I wanted more, okay? Which is another message to those that are struggling. You have to get to a point where you know you want more. You know you want better. You know you're capable of better. All right? Just going to that same 9 to 5 over and over, doing the same routine, hanging around the same broke people at the local bars, right? Smoking, drinking every day. That's not going to cut it. You got to separate yourself. You have to separate yourself. You got to start hanging with a new crew. You got to start hanging with people that are doing things that you want to do, right? That's congruent with where you're trying to go. You got to switch it up. You got to switch up the routine. Okay, so that's what I had to do. So one day I was at my job. I remember like it was yesterday. I was at my job, Ralph Lauren. And my manager, right when I got in, I was getting my stuff ready for my shift. My manager comes into the break room and he just starts going off on me about stuff I was doing wrong the past day and things that he wanted me to do right now before we got started. Right, just going off on me, just talking down on me, talking at me. Right, I don't know if he was in a bad mood or whatever, but it just didn't rub me well that day. I was already fresh off of listening to Napoleon Hill, ready to do my own thing and become my own boss. Right, so it just sparked it for me that day. Right, so I decided to walk out at that moment. Was it the smartest thing to do? Probably not. Right, we're supposed to give our 2 weeks notice, and honestly, you should make sure that you have a stable income before you just leave your 9 to 5 and try to become an entrepreneur. But that's just the route I took, and that's how it went. That's how it went down. So I decided to leave my 9 to 5 that day and never work for anybody ever again. Now, was that the smartest thing? Probably not. Right, probably not, but it's just how it went. It's just how it went. So I decided that I was going to be a full-time online entrepreneur, and I thought things were just going to be Skittles and rainbows. Right, I just thought I was going to jump online and start making a boatload of money all of a sudden. Okay, so I'm scrolling on my timeline, right, and I'm looking for opportunities. I already was a part of affiliate marketing opportunity, but I'm looking for more opportunities because now I know, all right, I got to make this thing work, right? Because I don't have that income coming in. My last check is coming in from that job, and I have to start generating an income from this, right? So that's another message to y'all. Sometimes you got to put yourself in situations where there's no turning back, right? And it forces you to have to go hard. Sometimes you got to put yourself in situations like that, because if you don't and you just keep yourself in that comfortable place, you're never going to do anything to change that, right? You're always going to stay comfortable because you got that set, because you got that thing to fall back on, right? So that's the position I had to put myself in. And at the time, I didn't realize that's what I did, but that's what I was doing, right? So I had to make that thing work. Now, it was a struggle, right? I had to invest money. I got scammed time after time. I invested in things. I started things and stopped. So it just wasn't, I just didn't jump into something and just start making a boatload of money, right? It actually took me a couple of years before I got my first $100 day. All right. So that was my journey, and that's how it was. That's how it went and started for me. Okay, so it was a struggle at first, and there was a lot of times where I cried myself to sleep, where I was so depressed and just thinking like, why did I choose this route? Is this really going to work for me? Right? So many times where I felt like that. I felt like giving up, and then I had people on top of that coming at me like, "What are you doing? Like, or why do you think you can make money online? Like, why would you leave your job like that?" Like telling me I should go back to school, I should go get a 9 to 5, and giving me all these suggestions, right? Trying to talk me out of being an entrepreneur, being my own boss, starting my own brand, right? Creating a passive income and creating assets for myself. All these things they were suggesting for me to do that would steer me away from that. Thank God I didn't listen to them people. Thank God I didn't listen to my mom and dad. Thank God I didn't listen to my girlfriend and my friends and people that were in my ear and judging me and pointing at me and laughing with their condescending questions. Like, are you still doing that little online thing? Are you making any money from that? Right? Y'all know how it goes, right? People they try to be funny and try to ask you stuff, thinking that you failed or you gave up, right? So I'm scrolling through my timeline, right? And then I come across my next mentor. Okay. I come across my next mentor by the name of Bob Proctor. Okay. So seven in the comments. If you know Bob Proctor, if you've heard of Bob Proctor. This is the second mentor that I came across. Okay. So I came across this video of Bob Proctor talking about the law of vibration. The law of vibration. All right. And Napoleon Hill, he kind of talks about the law of attraction, but he doesn't really go into it like Bob Proctor does. Okay. Napoleon Hill, he kind of talks about specific actions, right? Execution steps for you to take to get to success. Bob Proctor talks about how to change your frequency, right? How to change your paradigm to attract a new reality. All right. So 7 in the comments, y'all. 7 in the comments if you know my boy Bobby P. 7 in the comments. All right, my people on Zoom, we're going to get into this presentation, right? First, I just want to give you this story first, all right? So I came across this video, Bob Proctor talking about the law of attraction, which is actually the secondary law to the law of vibration, all right? So what the law of vibration states is that everything is at a movement, right? Everything is made of energy and is at a constant movement. So even you right now, you're vibrating. You're not a solid state. Right? We are all made up of energy. All of us broken down into our smallest form, we are all a matter of energy. Everything you see around you is made up of energy, the same energy. And it's moving at a frequency, right? It's vibrating. We just can't see it with our eyes, okay? So you have to understand this, right? So if you want money or you want anything that you desire, it is at a certain frequency, right? So if you're not experiencing $1,000 days, right, online, it's because you are not at that frequency. All right. So y'all got to understand this, right? You got to understand this. You got to understand how the law of vibration, the law of attraction works if you really want to attract a new reality in your life, right? So understand that the desires and the lifestyle and the experiences, right? The reality that you want is at a certain frequency. It's at a certain vibration. The reason why we are not experiencing that reality is because we're not at that vibration. We're not on that frequency. That's why I always talk about energy. I always tell you guys, get your energy up. I need high energy around me, right? Because I understand that the energy I have around me, the energy I put out, is what's going to dictate my future. All right, y'all? Okay, so your energy, even as you're watching this video, you need to be thinking, you need to be smiling, you need to be acting as if you are already whatever it is you want to be. You got to become it before you become it. Write that down. You have to become it before you become it. All right? Meaning you have to start feeling like that multimillionaire. You got to start feeling like that person that's making $1,000 a day online. You got to start acting, talking, having the thoughts, the language, like you are already that multimillionaire. This is the hardest thing to do, right? Because our conscious mind is seeing everything around us. It's seeing our reality. It's seeing the negative images that we're seeing on our timeline. Our friends are negative, right? They have a negative vibration. All these things, right? Negative self-talk that we have inside of our head. These all are playing a part in programming your subconscious mind, right? Ultimately, your paradigm. So if you want to change your paradigm, you want to change your frequency, you have to start focusing on what are you watching? What are you listening to? What are you saying out into the universe? What are the vibrations around you? What's the emotions that you have about your present situation, about your past situation, about the future, right? All these things are playing a part in programming your subconscious mind, which is going to create your paradigm, which creates your habits, okay? So that's what it's about, changing those habits so we can change our lifestyle. All right, so Bob Proctor goes into talking about this, and I start listening to him and studying him. And I start using this, right? So he talks about making a vision board, writing out your goals on a card and reading it every day. Let me show you guys, right? Let me show you something. All right, so you see this. This is one of the steps that Bob Proctor gives you, right? He tells you to visualize and to keep your vision in front of you, right? And this will keep your vibration at a high frequency. When you can always keep yourself at that end goal, right? That end destination. So whatever you got to do, print off your pictures, go on online, right? Print off all the places you want to go, where you want to see yourself, what do you want to do with your life, what do you want to own, and place it on your wall everywhere. Yes, people are going to think you're crazy. People you live with, right? They're going to judge you. They're going to wonder why you're putting pictures up on the wall like you're a little kid. But honestly, this is a key part. You have to visualize, you have to see it before you get there. There's no way that you will see it until you actually see it. All right. So you got to see that place you want to go, see yourself in the experiences, and keep these images around you. Right. So, yeah, Bob Proctor goes into talking about other steps on how to change your frequency and things you have to start doing, right? So that's what I started doing. I started putting pictures up. I started looking up affirmation videos, listening to these on the regular. I started focusing on how I was feeling about my present situation, about my past situation, right? All these things that dictate on changing my dominant vibration. I had to stop listening to so much rap. I had to stop watching the crazy Netflix shows. I had to stop hanging around people that were negative or saying negative things about their life. I had to cut it all off. And it gets lonely because a lot of people, they don't think like this. They're not aware of these things that play a part in our future, right? Dictating our reality. So you got to cut yourself off from people and certain things that bring you off of that frequency, right? So I came across this video, Bob Proctor. I started to study that, right? And things started to change, right? I started to track a little bit different. I started to make a little bit more money online. People started to come into my life, right? Which leads me up until this point now, right? Where I came across my coach, Miss Tavy D, right? And I came across her probably like a couple years ago, and she just was killing it, right? Showing us way how to make money online. And that's when I truly got exposed to that you can create digital products, right? Create your own thing online, become your own boss, create your own brand, and really start to secure the bag online, right? All from your phone. And I saw that she was doing this, right? On the reg. And at first, her program, right, I had reached out to her. The program was just a little bit too much for me, but I wish I would have done whatever I could have done, no matter what, to get into that program at that time, because no telling where I would be right now, right? But I was watching Miss Tavy, Coach Tavy D, and then I finally got my opportunity. I finally got my opportunity to join her and to get into a program with her that was affordable for me. And I had the money, right, to go all in, and it was a wrap, right? It was a wrap from there. So now I just experienced my first 1K day, right? Over 1K. I think it was like 1188, and this happened yesterday. All right. So yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a long time coming, and I've experienced other stuff, right? Making money with other programs, but nothing this fast, nothing that's this duplicatable. That's the word I'm looking for, right? It's just duplicatable, and all you got to do is plug in. And I know that I can get other people results with this, right? And that's what I'm on, and that's what we're here for tonight. All right. So with that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and get into the presentation. I'm going to bring on my coach, Ms. Tavy D. She's going to explain to y'all here on Zoom, on the system. All right. So this video is about 9 minutes and 50 something seconds. So this is very key, right? This 9-minute video changed my life. Y'all, I just made $1,000 in a day yesterday. Can your job do that for you? How many hours you got to work to make 1,000 at your job? I made this in an hour. 1188 in an hour. So you can just imagine where this is going to go from here, right? I don't even have to hype anybody up. I don't have to pull nobody's leg. And honestly, to keep it all the way real, I don't have to share this with anybody to make money. I don't have to share this with anybody to make any money, y'all. So I'm sharing this with y'all out of love. I'm sharing this with you because I want to see you increase. That's what I get off on, all right? I understand now the type of person I am. I like to show people things and put them on to new ways of making money so they change their perspective and it helps their life. That's what I get off on. Right? So so yeah, y'all. I'm very grateful. I just want to remain humble and continue to be a student. I know there's so much more for me to learn, so much more room, right? My target is 10K a day. I know that may sound crazy to you, but I know it's possible, right? And that's where we're headed. I'm going to help so many families with this opportunity. And this is how we're going into this fourth quarter. All right. This is the fourth quarter. How you end this fourth quarter is how your 2022 is going to go. So it's up to you, right? It's up to y'all. So with further ado, I'd like to bring on Miss Coach Tavy D on here on Zoom. And she's going to explain to y'all this system, and then you guys can do what you want to do, right? The ball's in your court. All right. So with that being said, Miss Tavy D.
What's going on, you guys, and welcome to today's free training call where we are going to be discussing the 3-step method to making money online. It's your favorite coach, Coach Tavy D, also known as Millionaire Mommy if you follow me on Instagram. And I'm excited about this because these 3 steps are responsible for me earning over $1 million online, creating multiple 6-figure earners, and helping over 200 women walk away from their 9 to 5. So I'm excited about this. So if you're excited, get ready because you are next. Let's go.
So how to make money online in just 3 simple steps. You guys are going to need 3 things, okay? You're going to need 3 things. You're going to need an offer, you're going to need a system, and you're going to need traffic. So let's talk about it. First thing first, an offer. We definitely need an offer. We need something to sell. We need something to be purchased online. If you want to make money online, you have to exchange some type of goods and services, right? And actually make sales. And in order to make those sales, you're going to need a website. You're going to need what we call a sales funnel, also referred to as a system. This system's job is to provide information about the product and access to the product, right? So you have your offer, which is your product, and then you're going to need a system in place that is also going to provide information about the product and access to the product. Okay, that's what a system is supposed to do so that you're not having to manually do it. And because you're online, this is not a conversation, this is not in person. People are going to need a website that they can go to, receive information and access to your product. Okay, then the third thing that you're going to need is what we call traffic. Another word for traffic is basically visitors to your website, visitors to your system. Guys, without traffic is the most important step in this process, because without traffic, you can have the best offer in the world, you can have the best system in the world, but without visitors actually coming to your website, coming to your system, you're never going to purchase the offer. And so we just make money in 3 simple steps, right? At least that's what it seems like. You're like, oh, a product, a system, and traffic sounds pretty reasonable. But guess what? 9 years ago, when I learned digital marketing, these 3 simple steps weren't as simple as they sound. 9 years ago, I had to create my own product. 9 years ago, I had to build my own system. 9 years ago, I had to learn advertising so that I could run traffic to my systems. So it was very, very hands-on learning, right? It was a huge learning curve. It literally took me years to master traffic. It took me years to learn how to build an advertising campaign online and send people to my website. It took me a very long time to do that. But actually, 3 years ago, I started to offer traffic services as a profession. I started my own advertising agency just 3 years ago. My advertising agency is very successful. And traffic services is one of the services we provide because it took me years to master advertising. But once I did, every business owner in the world needed it, right? And I was able to get so many clients because I was providing traffic services to them, which brings me to my point in the value behind the 10X income system. I got to stop sharing this because you guys got to really hear me on this. So with the 10X income system versus 9 years ago, when we had to create our own offer, with the 10X income system, the offer is done for you, right? The offer is 100% done for you, and it gets even better. With the 10X income system, the system is done for you. The website, the sales funnel that you're going to be using, right, is done for you. The offer that you're going to be selling is done for you. And last but not least, the most important thing, right? Because 9 years ago, people could create their own products, they could create their own systems, but it was just so difficult for most people to get a grasp, right, of how to really advertise online. And building these complicated advertising campaigns, it got frustrating for a lot of people. So the average person wasn't able to send traffic to their systems, to their websites, and actually make sales, therefore being very unsuccessful online. Well, I'm here to change that, you guys. I'm here to change the entire experience because with the 10X income system, not only is the offer done for you, not only is the system done for you, but the traffic is done for you on behalf of my advertising agency. So, you know, just a couple of months ago, I was thinking about how can I help people make money online that don't want to build a brand on social media? They don't want to be YouTubers, right? They don't want to own an e-commerce store and do this crazy drop shipping and keep up with all these products and, you know, buying products and they probably don't even sell. Like so much comes with making money online because you're going to have to advertise, right? Or you're going to have like an organic following where a lot of people know you and you're able to sell that way. So with this strategy, okay, understand everything is done for you. Everything is done for you. You need an offer. You got it. This system, when you sign up for the 10X income system, you are going to get a fully duplicated version of this exact website using this exact video that's making me unlimited $297 commissions over and over and over and over again. Everybody who buys this system, they're going to need traffic, right? So on the behalf of the 10X income system, we're going to be providing traffic services. Instead of teaching you guys these complicated campaign strategies, learning how to master your cost per click, learning how to master a crazy advertising budget, we are going to do it all for you. It is all 100% done for you. This is the first time, you guys. I personally have never been a part of a program that did everything for me. It almost sounds too good to be true. But when you think about it, it's still the 3 steps. You still have an offer, you still have a system, and you're still receiving traffic to that system, right? And if you don't know how to advertise, traffic is the biggest downfall. Most people struggle with traffic. This 3-step method has been around for years. The reason why a lot of people have not been successful is because they have not mastered traffic, which is okay. The 10X income system is here to help the average person make money online. We've done it before, and we are prepared to do it again. Okay, so what I want you guys to take from this video today is that you now have the opportunity to provide an offer, a system, and traffic. Okay, you can have this entire system for $297, you guys. And we will run the traffic to this same system And you will earn the same $297 commissions. You have got to tap in. You've got to tap in. In the past 7 days, I have been able to generate over $15,000. Guys, do you realize that we are able to send hundreds and thousands of people to your website? To your website, thousands of people for less than $100. So you go from having to previously master advertising to just having it done for you. Big deal, big shift, and a lot of great things are about to happen. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to click on the button below. I want you to get your system. I want you to set your system up. I want you to order your traffic. I want you to get into our Facebook community, and I want you to share all of your amazing results with us over the next 90 days, because that is how confident I am, okay, that you're going to see results with this system. So it is Coach Tavy D. I appreciate you guys for tapping in, and I will see you guys on the inside. Let's do it.
All right, yo. Wow. At this point, y'all, all you should be asking is, where's the link? Where's the link? That's all you should be asking. All right. I know I get a lot of y'all ask me a lot of crazy questions in my inbox. Okay, and it's cool. I understand you're skeptical. You've been dogged out before in the past. So I get it, right? I get the skepticism. But y'all, I have a legit multi-millionaire mentor, Coach Tavy. She's in here right now. Millionaire, documented. This is not a game, y'all. This is not a game. Making $1,000 in a day, that's life-changing. What can you do with the extra $1,000 a day? Have you even thought that's possible, making $1,000 in a day? Julian Hamilton says, is there a group? For sure, there's a group. We have an official team group, and I also have a private chat where I keep everybody updated and add just a little more value. Yeah, so we can get that. I can get you in that chat group. Just DM me, all right? If you're ready to lock in and start making some money with us, go ahead and go to that10xthing.com, okay? That10xthing.com, and you're going to be able to get access to the system, all right? So like I said, I'm not looking for everybody to join in on this. Honestly, I know the money's going to come. Even if I don't share this on here on social media, I'm going to get the traffic packs in. I'm going to have automated traffic coming in to my site at all times. So I'm not too pressed about people joining on here, right? So I'm only looking for certain individuals. Okay, so I don't want the headache, right? I understand something now, this point in my career online, is that I'd rather deal with less people in good energy than have a boatload of people under my team, right, looking at me for help, and deal with bad energy. Deal with bozos, people that are not in the right mindset. All right. So this isn't for everybody, y'all. This is not for everybody. You got to be a special type of individual. You got to be in a certain mindset, a boss type mindset, all right? Not an employee mindset. Nobody's going to come tell you what to do. Nobody's going to come spoon feed you like at your job and give you certain steps, right? You still have to plug into the system. You still have to do the necessary steps to get your thing going, right? So y'all, just to sum everything up, all right? Sum everything up for y'all. My experience with this so far has been amazing. I'm so grateful for Miss Tavy D, my mentor, my millionaire mentor, and I'm just so grateful to be a part of this ride with her and everybody else that's on my team. All right, y'all. Yeah, so any questions, right? Any questions y'all got for me? Any concerns, anything that y'all want to add? The whole squad is in here, y'all. This is crazy. I ain't never had 10 people in my life. This is crazy, right? So let's go, people. Energy up. I'm telling you, your attitude determines your altitude, right? So the traffic, right? That's a good question. I get a lot of people ask me because this is the main problem, right, of getting traffic. This is why you couldn't make your past opportunities work, because you couldn't find no traffic. And then when you couldn't, you gave up, right? You gave up. So the traffic, how the traffic works is inside of the system, right? So we have several different packs that you can choose from. And like my mentor, Miss Tavy D said, she has her own agency, right? So that's where the traffic is coming from. She's a pro at this. So the traffic's inside the system. You choose your traffic pack, your traffic starts to come to your site, and boom, people are going to see the value. They're going to click on it. They're going to get the system, and you're paid instantly. All right. So with that being said, let me show y'all just my results from yesterday, so y'all know this is real. All right. Okay, so this is my back office to my Stripe account. Right. Back office, my Stripe account. Let me refresh this so y'all know this ain't no funny business. Okay, so like I said, right, $297 is going to come instantly. You can either use Stripe or PayPal. So we're paid instantly. This isn't waiting for your money. You don't have to wait to get approved or do anything crazy to get your money, right? It's instantly to your bank account. You can cash out from Stripe instantly, cash out from PayPal instantly. All right, so yesterday was a breakthrough day. All right, so you see here, started at 11:57 a.m. Another payment came in at 10:31, 10:49, 10:52. All right, so in 24 hours, under 24 hours, 1188, $1,000 in an hour. All right, y'all. This is not no game, y'all. And I'm seriously, I'm grateful. If it wasn't for God, none of this would be happening. Like I said in the beginning of this video, if you do not have a relationship with God or whatever, Allah, Buddha, whatever you believe in, get close to them, right? He will order your steps. He will show you the ways. He will give you discernment and just a better way. He'll give you a way out of no way. He always has. Every time I find myself in that place where I'm like, man, nothing's working for me. I should just go back to my 9-to-5, try to find a 9-to-5 job. This isn't going to work. Boom. Hooked up with Miss Tavy D, and she turned me all the way up. All the way up. All right. So y'all, I'm very grateful. Very grateful. I just want to remain humble. I just want to stay low till I come up all the way. And this is how we're going to do it. Right, y'all? So any more questions? If you're ready, go to that10xthing.com. That10xthing.com. And once you're in, send a screenshot. After you get it, send it to my messenger, and I'll get you guys plugged into our group. All right. Y'all want to see inside of our group? Y'all want to see some other people making money? All right. Let me get a fire emoji if y'all want to see the team making money. Oh yeah, my fault, Vanessa. I saw your question. Traffic recommendation for a 1K day. Honestly, to keep it all the way real with you, I haven't even bought a pack yet. So that just puts it in perspective, right? I haven't even bought a pack yet, y'all. This is all organic. So for a 1K day, I wouldn't even know. Maybe 60, right? Maybe the first one, which is 16,000 visitors, $60. So I'm gonna go all in, right? So I'm gonna get the highest one at 200, and that's just me. When I get something, I gotta go all in. Might as well. If I lose it, I'm just gonna make it right back. Y'all, there's something you gotta understand. Your supply is God's supply. There's not a shortage of money. There's not a shortage of opportunities. There's just a shortage of people with the right mindset that understand your supply is God's supply. You will not run out. You are already abundant. You're already rich. You already have everything that you desire. All you have to do is come to realization and be aware and step into that thing. Step into it. Believe you are that right now. Right? So let's go. Let's go. April Skinner says it's a $297 one time. Yeah, that's another thing. $297 one time. This is no subscription. You're not going to have to try to hurry up and make money so that at the end of the month you can make that subscription payment again, right? You're chilling. And I was in, right? My fault, y'all. I was in profit on my online business first day. First day I got my link. So that's unheard of. Your parents, when they started a business, it took them years to be in profit on their business. Took them months to get the business started, right? They had to go through all the paperwork, get the brick and mortar, get the insurance, all this crazy stuff to get their business started. Now we are in the time and age where we can jump on here, become our own boss in a matter of minutes, right? Investing in ourselves, and you can be in profit in your business in 24 hours. Mind blowing. But you got to wake up and you got to be able to do whatever it takes, right? You got to be able to do whatever it takes. You got to understand that it's going to take a certain type of individual, somebody that's going to do whatever it takes, no matter what, never giving up, no matter how many times you get knocked down, get right back up. No matter how many people laugh at you, no matter how many people doubt you, say that you're not going to make it, no matter how people talk about you, about the way you look, about the way you sound. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is what you believe about yourself. That's the only thing that matters. The only thing that will ever matter. Not what your husband, your wife think about you, not what your kids think about you, not what your friends, your pastor, your whatever, whoever. It doesn't matter what any of them believe about your life. The only thing that matters is that conversation in that head and what you believe. Do you believe that you can make money online? Do you believe you can make $1,000 in a day? Do you believe you will be the first multimillionaire in your family? If you don't, it will never happen. If you don't believe that right now, it will never happen. I get a lot of people that message me. They tell me about their woes, their sad stories, how they never see success, right? You guys got to stop that. Stop messaging people with opportunities. And the first thing that y'all talk about is your sad situation, how you don't have any money, how you can never get anything working for you. The more you say that to people, right? The more you focus on that, the more it will be attracted into your life. That's why you find yourself every year after year after year, we're going through the same things because all we talk about is our problems, about what we don't want. If all you're talking about is what you don't want to happen, right? That's all you will attract to yourself. You got to start switching that mindset. Start thinking of perfect health, that you want to be perfectly healthy. Start thinking of that you want to make $1,000 in a day online. Start thinking of that you want to be a multimillionaire. You want to travel the world and have a beautiful husband, wife, kids, all that good stuff, right? Start thinking of all the things you do want to happen for yourself. That's what I did. I for real, I started saying to myself, I'm making $1,000 a day online. I'm making $1,000 a day online, right? I know that this happened. I started to see it. I would imagine myself sitting there looking at my phone and seeing $1,000. I made $1,000 a day. I started telling people that I was already making $1,000 and I really wasn't, right? I was just prepping myself, but it came into fruition, right? It unfolded, and that's how it happens. You got to start believing. You got to start saying that thing, speaking that thing out into the universe, start acting, start feeling, start walking like that person right now. Don't wait, right? Don't wait until you get a payment. Now you're going to be grateful and be happy and go lucky, right? It's got to happen right now. With that bank account in negative, with everything looking crazy in your house, with your kids acting up, your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife acting up, treating you different, acting like you're not going to be anything. You got to start acting like that person right now, regardless of what anybody's saying. Right, y'all? So let's go. Vanessa says affirmations, they are real. Miss Tavy D says it's done. It is. It's already done, right? That's the mindset you got to take on. It's already done. Your $1,000 in a day, it's already done. So if you know it's already done, how would you act right now? If all your desires came to you right now, how would you act? How would you start talking? How would you go to bed? How would you wake up? Be that. Be that right now. All right, y'all. So I'm going to jump off of here, get back to work, and start helping my people out. Okay. And I've showed you guys, I've led you to the water. It's up to you. Okay. I'm not here to convince you or pull your leg to start taking your life serious. You got to do that on your own. All right. So with that being said, it's love, y'all. It's love, 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 love. I love each and every one of you. There's nothing that you can do about that. Makita says, live to the end of your desires, live to the end of your desires. Yup. It's Coach Tavy D. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Get your energy up. All right. So this is where we're at with it. I'm excited, y'all. I'm grateful, passionate about this. We're gonna help so many people, y'all. It's not even funny. And going into this fourth quarter, it's gonna be a beautiful Christmas. And I hope y'all are ready. All right. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I speak prosperity. I speak abundance. I speak perfect health. I speak everything, every desire, every good thing into your life right now. Accept it. Like I always say, make the rest of it the best of it. And I'll meet y'all at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Let's go. What's good, Facebook? Hope you guys are feeling good, feeling amazing. Please share this to your team, share this to your